Hey guys, and welcome back to Indie Quickscopes, a 3-minute review series where we give you all the facts and none of the fluff. Today, we're diving into Saviorless, a 2D puzzle platformer that might just be the next cult classic in line with games like Inside, Limbo, and Gris. But is this a game that goes down as an instant classic, or is it a bit of a flawed gem? Let's find out in our Saviorless review. Right off the bat, Saviorless impresses with its hand-drawn, cel-shaded visuals, initially serving up an art style reminiscent of Spiritfarer, but slowly descends into a more dark fantasy tone not too unlike Blasphemous. It's a journey from light to darkness, beautifully transitioning from vibrant beginnings to a sinister finale, and through this approach, I was instantly sold on this twisted setting. I would have liked some more cool cutscenes like this one, but that's a very minor criticism of an otherwise visually stunning game. Saviorless also does a lot of things right in terms of gameplay, offering limited platforming akin to Limbo in the early to mid game that focuses on cunning and timing to get through obstacles, but as you gain your savior powers, the game pivots to a much more fast-paced platforming approach, not too unlike dashing around in Hollow Knight. When you get into a flow state, the game feels very satisfying to get through, and I was even happily willing to suffer through the very limited combat mechanics to get to the next platforming section. However, the game's biggest sin is the hard checkpoints that the game employs. In the late game, these aren't as irritating as you expect these sections to be hard and require mastery to get through, but throughout the entire game, I encountered a number of very ungenerous checkpoints, and checkpoints that would force me to watch cutscenes and dialogue over and over and over. It wasn't a deal breaker, but this is probably the most likely reason that you'll bounce off this game. That being said though, the story, while interesting in concept, is no prize either. The story of Antar, shaped by the narrators, aims high but falls short in delivery. The narrative feels intentionally cryptic, the writing is ham-fisted, the game relies heavily on visual symbolism, and this all comes together to alienate the player as you cling to the thread of the story. Then the icing on top of the cake is that the game delivers a Metroidvania ending equivalent of a movie ending with "It was all a dream," as it has you either collect all the collectibles throughout the game to trigger the good ending, or fail to do so and become the big baddie yourself. So to sum up, as you might have gathered, I have my hang-ups with Saviorless, but despite its flaws, Saviorless shines as a platformer with its stunning art and engaging gameplay, and while its writing, minor design issues, and a lack of a chapter selection option does knock a few points off the final score, I still believe that Saviorless is a cult classic platformer in the making. So there you have it guys, my take on Saviorless in 180 seconds or less. Will you be picking this one up, or do you think this one is not for you? Let me know in the comments and tell me what you would like to see get the Indie Quickscope treatment next. But until next time, I've been Cal, and I'll see you then.